Anxiety. Wow, it brings up a lot of energy for a lot of people. And so I'm doing a second video on removing anxiety energetically. And if you haven't already watched the first video on removing anxiety energetically, do check that out. There'll be a link either above or below this video where you can see that. And the thing about anxiety is it impacts so many people. And whether you experience anxiety or it's just excessive worry about things, yeah, and a lot of people have more around excessive worry than other things like that. And what I found is there's so many different causes of anxiety, but I wanted to focus in on several of the really main important ones for energetically aware people. Now, this video might be new to you. This anxiety is reaching so many people, affects so many people that this video about anxiety reached a lot more people than my normal videos do. So I just want to give you a quick introduction to who I am. So I'm Max Riggs, Energetic Awareness Explorer and your energetic guide. And what I realized is for all of my life, I would have been perceiving these energies that many people would say I was being extra sensitive, I was taking things too personally. But as I discovered more and more about these energetic awarenesses, energetic capacities, and really the energetic world, I discovered that so many of us, and maybe you even, perceive energies and emotions that normal muggle-type people just cannot perceive. And when we perceive these energies and we don't really know what to do with them because we haven't had training, no one really told or explained to us that you could be perceiving energies and emotions that are not yours, but they feel like you. Wow, did you feel the energy on that? Yeah. And one of the parts that we talked about in the first video about removing anxiety is that anytime you have a feeling or emotion, an authentic one, that basically tunes you in to other people's feelings and emotions around you or even around the world that are feeling similar things or having a similar experience. And what happens is, just like you're turning up the knob on a radio dial, the feelings that you perceive from other people and other energies, they amplify your authentic feelings and emotions and can push you into overwhelm. That's where we can have that small anxiety that gets pushed into overwhelm and you don't know what to do. Wow. So everywhere your authentic emotions have been pushed into overwhelm, pushed in beyond where you feel like you have any control about it. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all those excess emotions to be removed from your reality now? And there's some resistance there. And I get it, because if you're new to me, one of the things around the energetic work that we're doing is that I'm interacting with you, basically communicating with you on a subconscious level. And while I'm doing that, we're having a conversation. And the conversation is, do you want to release these? And if so, do you want me to help you release and remove these? So anytime I'm asking do you want to release or allow me to help you remove these, it's 100% your choice. You get to decide, oh, I want this or I don't want this. So anything that you're thinking, oh, I kind of want to release this, but I don't want to release this part, that part's not going to be released. Do you feel your body's kind of relaxed on that? Yeah. So all the excess emotions you're feeling, you're sensing that seem like they're your emotions. And if you watch the first video, I mentioned that the only way that we can tell oftentimes that we're picking up other people's feelings or emotions is to ask, how much of what you're feeling is authentically your feeling? How much of this are you picking up from someone or something else? And your brain's kind of going, wait, there is something else? And then when you look at that, then that allows you to remove that part that's not yours. Whoa. So all the feelings and emotions you're feeling around anxiety, worry, or anything else that are not a contribution to you, that you're sensing from other people, do you choose to release, let go, or allow those to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Wow. Yeah. So we talked about that. And then the other part, still related to your energetic awareness, is that when you perceive energies and emotions and you're not sure what they are, it's like I use the example of walking into a room and going, oh, I feel funky in here. What can happen is when you're worried about something or you're concerned that you don't know what's going on, you turn up your awareness. Whoa, this is all subconscious. And then when you turned it up, just like you're turning up the radio, it amplifies everything around you. And if you're already a little bit stressed, a little bit worried, and then everything gets amplified, Whoa, yikes. So everywhere your awareness is turned too high, higher than it's a contribution to you, do you choose to turn that down to a level that's a contribution to you? Do you feel how your body is relaxed on that? Yeah. And then the other part is anxiety has so many causes. I have a whole course on this that's 2 60-minute classes that go through the causes and then energetically help change and shift those. So if you have any questions about that, there'll be a link in the comments below, or leave me a message, because I understand that many of you, since you're new to me, you don't know me. So when you reach out, let me know what you would like, and I'll help you with that. So one of the other parts that comes up is so many people with anxiety have experienced abuse, trauma, or had one or more parents with anxiety growing up. Ooh, so everything that brings up. Woo, yikes, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Ooh, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Whoa. And yeah, just mentioning that. So oftentimes when we, I have like this kind of question response. So when I ask an energetic question, or even I say something like about that, it allows you to tap into where that's true for you. And then we release those energies around it. And when we release those energies, then it allows you to look at things at a deeper level and have more freedom. It's kind of like, once again, if we have the radio on super loud, you can't really focus, you can't do much. When you turn it down, then you can start looking around and going, oh, I need to change this, or it's too hot, or it's too cold. Wowza. Yeah. And so all of what I really wanted to get with around all these things is we wanted to talk about one other thing. So one of the other challenges with having anxiety or worry is, like in the comments from my last video, someone said, what about irrational anxiety? Ooh, yikes. Wowza. So what is everything irrational anxiety brings up? Ooh, let all that go, let all that go, let all that go. And I have a really logical side. And what I've found is that even something that feels like it's irrational, there's a kernel of truth within it. So the thing is even normal everyday life, there are things that are scary to be worried about. You could walk outside, you could be driving in your car and have an accident. Ugh, yikes. So everything that brings up, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. So there's a kernel of truth about having some concern around driving. What happens though is that kernel of truth then gets amplified by all those feelings and emotions, all the other people's concerns and worries, and it keeps getting larger and larger. And then it becomes this uncontrollable, well, it seems like overwhelming. It's not uncontrollable, because we always can change it. Energetic work allows us to change anything. Sometimes we can't completely change it right away, but we always can bring it down a level or multiple levels. So this is where when someone says, oh, you shouldn't be worried about driving, or you shouldn't be worried about going outside. Ooh, whoa. So all of you who are worried about even just going outside of your house, ooh, everything that brings up, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ah, yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy. And so once again, it's kind of acknowledging. So is it safer in your house than being outside? Well, probably so. But what happens is then that gets amplified. So everywhere your thoughts get start amplifying on one another, get louder and louder and louder. Whoa! Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ah, yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Yeah, and in the full anxiety course, I talk about the removing looping thoughts energetic process. So I have a specific energetic process developed with me and other people to be able to remove those looping thoughts. Because when you get into looping thought, it basically creates this kind of thought groove that's really hard to get out of. And you know this, that when you start thinking that thought, it just keeps going on and on. You need something to jump you out of that groove and allow you to move on and start thinking of something else. So all the looping thoughts, woo, everywhere the thoughts keep getting reinforced. Woo, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Oh, and everything that's saying no, freeze all, pre-scan all, pre-tag all, pre-ID all, pre-encapsulate all, and whoosh, out, 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 out. Banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Yeah, and that's another one of the energetic tools that I found is anytime you have resistance to releasing something that seems like it would be a good idea to release, there's often some energies behind it that are kind of locking it in place, making it hard to remove. So what we do is we remove those energies, And then we can change and clear that. So all the looping thoughts, that are not a contribution for you to be thinking, do you choose to release, let go, and or jump out of those looping thoughts right here, right now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. And everything else we can release, everything else you can release around anxiety or anything else that's bothering you. Release, 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 release. Let go, let go, let go. Dissipate, dissipate, dissipate. Drain and flush. Awesome. So I'm Max Riggs, Energetic Explorer and your Energetic Guide. And if you're interested about clearing even more around anxiety and worry, click the link below to find out more about the Removing Anxiety full course. And if you have any questions or comments, do leave those below. I do read all the comments and I try to reply to as many of them as I can. So thanks everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.